So when I was asked recently what fitness trend of all the prevalent fitness trends that are out there right now today, which fitness trend I would recommend, my first question was to who? And continuing on, the person said, just to the general public, to the everyday person who wants to be healthy and fit. And my next question was, so what you're asking me is, you want to know what single program I would recommend to billions of people around the world from different demographics, different nutritional bases, different needs, different goals. I mean, this is just completely insane. But every day, the fitness industry is pushing this on us. Every day, the fitness industry comes up with the next latest, greatest thing that everybody needs to do. Let's cut the BS. The truth is, the fitness industry is a revenue-based industry full of undereducated, so-called professionals who are just trying to piece together a living. And if you look at the fitness industry, the people that are making these billions of dollars are at the top of the chain. And when you look at the possibly the trainers you work with or anybody else, they're barely getting by on a meager salary and just trying to push whatever they can because this is what they need to do to earn a living. And really, the system is completely broken. Here's how I see it. The media today, they are, they're pushing an overwhelming amount of information out at us. They're telling us consistently or constantly that, you're not doing it right. You got to be changed to this program. And as soon as you get onto that program, then you're not doing it right. You need to change to this program. They're not truly concerned about your long-term success, because if you were to succeed long-term, then they wouldn't be able to sell you the next latest, greatest program next year. Not only that, but as a whole, the fitness industry knows that if and when you fail on that program they told you to do, they know that you're not going to blame them for it. You're going to blame yourself for adherence. You're going to blame yourself for a myriad of other things. You got injured because you weren't strong enough. When in actuality, isn't what this is all about? Shouldn't you be entering into some sort of fitness and health program to help you resolve these kind of issues, to help you teach you how to be successful long term? Absolutely. The media, one of the things that the media is really pushing is, and we're drawn towards it, and I was for years too, is they'll put an athlete in front of us and say, and it's inspiring, the stories of these athletes. And I would never diminish the things that these people have accomplished, but they're putting them in front of us as something to work towards. Now, if you wanted to be a pro athlete, your lifestyle would be very, very different. The things that these athletes have overcome and achieved, and the amount that they've worked, and the lifestyles that they live, allow them to be a select few people to get to the level that they're at and live that lifestyle. This is not something that the grand majority of people should be aspiring towards. I should look like that athlete. I should be able to be as agile as that athlete. If you look at the actual lifestyle, you'll find very quickly this is not going to be a successful long-term venture for most people. We have to stop looking at the mirror or the scale for whether we're doing things right. And we have to start looking at the lifestyle we want to live. The lifestyle that includes being healthy and active and fit and well-balanced. A lifestyle that looks at what your body's needs are, what your goals are, the things you want to be able to do, and has driving forces within that lifestyle that will get you there. Any program, whether it's for a weekend warrior, an elite athlete, an avid distance runner or distance athlete, the two primary goals of an exercise program are to get you to the target so you can still go for short-term goals and performance goals or just milestones. Some people, you want to run a half marathon, you've never done that in your life, this could be a major milestone. Yeah, they can get you there. But the other half of the program needs to look at what will keep you in balance so that you last a long time. Essentially, an exercise plan should be something that's repeatable over years, and maybe you make changes to it because your needs and your goals change, but some sort of health and fitness plan that will address what your needs are, what your body's goals are, and get you living the life that you really want to live. Now, if you're saying to yourself, like, I don't have time, I'm sore, I'm fed up, I've tried so hard, first of all, I completely understand. In the past, I've struggled myself. I had a back injury. I got concentrating on my work, developing my work as an entrepreneur, and not paying attention to my health the way I should have been. But we have to have some sort of balance. There's enough research out there today to make sure that we know the things that we could be doing. The problem is, right now, all of the things and all of the research that has been done, knowing specifically what to do for yourself is like standing in the middle of a jungle and just walking in any direction. For the last 20 years, I've worked, I'm an athletic therapist, so I take people that are facing some sort of challenge, I get them over the obstacle that they're facing and get them onto a lifestyle, a training style that will get them to the goals they want, and get them there in a way that's completely sustainable. And unlike a lot of other therapists and conditioning coaches, I actually try and build independence into my athletes and clients. Because I truly believe that once you have a base of knowledge of where you're going, and yes, we can help you update your programs, but you really should be able to be as independent as possible because you learn the things that how to balance your program and what sort of things you need to be doing. That doesn't mean you won't go to somebody once in a while, build me a program that has these balances in it, because it's their forte for program building. But you should have a really good idea of what it's going to take for you to live the lifestyle you want to live. If you are sore, especially those of us over 35, 40, things tend to start creeping up, and the media will tell you that it's just part of the aging process. That's absolute crap. Most of the soreness that you're probably living with was completely either preventable earlier or it's correctable now, and you don't need to be living with it. There are very few ailments out there that can't be corrected, especially if they're joint aches and pains, that sort of stuff, that can't be corrected by just correcting your biomechanics, correcting how you move. If you've tried really hard and failed, or got really into a program and then you got hurt, all that's telling me is you were in the wrong stream. You were going in the wrong direction. That's standing in the middle of the jungle and then just walking. And it's if you're not learning the right things along the way, which is not necessarily purely your responsibility, but the people you're working with aren't teaching you all the right things, then you're going in a random direction and you're not necessarily targeting this to the things you want to be able to do and keeping yourself in balance. I see this stuff every day. Every day people come into the training studio and new clients come in and they're struggling with some sort of obstacle, and unless they fell off their bike and broke their arm, which that sort of rehab stuff is pretty simple. But if they're walking in with, and oftentimes by the time somebody comes to see me, they've seen a myriad of other practitioners, they've had this pain for years or decades sometimes. So, we figure out what's going on with them and get to the root cause and solve their problem in weeks or months. All that to say is, most of you out there that are living with some sort of soreness, some sort of pain, you don't need to be. The other thing is, when it comes to logistical things, like I don't have the time, and we all live busy lives. I'm like everybody else. I work lots of hours a week. I have 3 kids and a home to take care of and other things to take care of and driving around to do. Mindset is extremely important. When you gain a new lifestyle, you have to gain the mindset of that lifestyle, and you have to do, it's not something you haven't heard before, but you have to You know, get into the right mindset to be able to adopt a lifestyle that you can turn into something that's sustainable and make your life fun again. My name's Greg Lothian. I'm an athletic therapist, and I've been practicing for 20 years, and I've worked with thousands of people. And I would have to be an idiot not to see over this amount of time that there are some real key factors that people need to work on. The key factors that people need to work on is what now I've developed into what I call the 6 pillars of a healthy, fit, and fun life. Why I put this video together is because I want this information to get out, and I want you to be able to really start piecing together what is going to make the most sense for your life. Now, to that end, you basically have 2 options if, you know, what I'm saying you identify with. One is, starting this year, we're going to be holding live events anywhere that people want us to come to be able to help them put together a real life plan to be able to live the active lifestyle that suits them, that addresses their needs, addresses their goals. Now, you know, depending on where you are in the world, may take some time to get, you know, get an event near you or get you out to one of our events out here where we are. But there's another option. The other option is I'm putting together, you know, a video series to go with this that goes through some of the most important things about the 6 pillars. Now, you know, I won't be able to go through all of the detail in the 6 pillars because to get through all of that is really like a 2+ day workshop to really hone down and make sure that you're doing everything and completely individualizing it, which, you know, I think everybody should do. But I don't want you to have to wait either. So we're going to go through the most important things, and I'll tell you, for the most important things that we go through, or that I go through in the 6 pillars in the video series, for 90% of you out there, it's going to turn around and really help you out to make sure that you can start living the lifestyle that you want to live and start finding the balance of the things that you need to be able to do and that you need to learn to make sure that you're not getting injured and that you're consistently going in the right direction and staying balanced. Buttons down below, and there's the 2 choices. The choice number 1 is just get yourself, there's absolutely no commitment, there's nothing to buy right now, get yourself on the pre-list for one of our live events, which just means that you're interested possibly in attending a live event, and we'll keep you informed as to where the live events are, and you can contact us, let us know where you are, and you know, we'll try and piece together a live event somewhere in your vicinity. The other thing is, if you sign up for the to be on the pre-list, you're automatically going to be sent the videos, the video series on the 6 pillars. If you really aren't interested in going to live events, just not your thing, that's totally fine. You want the introduction to what the 6 pillars are and how it's going to work for you, then just choose the 6 pillars and we'll send you the videos, and you can send us comments and what you think, and we can move forward from there. We hear this every day. I want you to, you know, click on my stuff and my stuff's the best. This isn't about my stuff. This is about finding a balance for you. This is 20 years of work, working with thousands of people, doing lots of research on my own to try and find solutions for people. I am all about trying to help people find the best solution, even if somebody comes into my studio and I don't think what, you know, that my skill set is the best solution, they need to go see somebody else or whatever. I am all about finding the right answer for you. So, you know, I highly encourage you to pick one of these options and start really creating a new plan to get yourself back to living an active, healthy, and fun life. In the meantime, you know, if you like the content of this video, you like what the message is, you know, share it. We want as many people to be in this process as possible, because I really truly want to, not just be able to help the people that I'm working one-on-one with in the studio, but to be able to really help more people find a really good balance. So feel free to share this on social media or with your friends or by email or whatever. And if you want to leave comments, what you think of the video, what you think of the things that I'm saying, absolutely, I will do my best to answer any questions if you have any questions, and you can just leave them in the comments below. Okay? Until we contact again, be active, be healthy, and be injury free.